Parts of Greenup, Kentucky experiencing flooding after the heavy rainfall of the weekend. WSAZ's Lisa Feinstein visiting a campsite that has just been overrun with water.
A lot of people who camp in this area of Greenup County know when flooding is coming, so they take their campers out of the campsite ahead of time, like you'll see a lot of them parked here off of US 23. And based on the amount of water that has flooded this campsite, they'll be really glad they did. Heading up Route 2 in Greenup, Kentucky, you'll find an area called Aqua Loop off of the Little Sandy River. Many people know it as a place they love to camp in the summers. Now you can just see the tops of some campers and shelter houses left and the tops of road signs. A favorite summer spot overrun by the river.
There are campsites there, but there are some seasonal homes and there are some permanent residents there as well.
Greenup County Emergency Management Director Garth Wireman says folks around here experience this often. They know to be prepared.
As of now, we haven't had any reports of homes that have been flooded, so that's a good thing. So thankfully there haven't been any fatalities or injuries.
Wireman says during this bout of flooding, they've had several roads that have become impassable, which can make responding to emergencies more of a challenge.
There's general rerouting of emergency services because some of these areas have been isolated, so we've had to get creative on how we reroute those services.
He says his crews have had to rescue several people who have driven through high water over the last few days.
We'd much rather for you to reroute and take a longer time to get where you're going than have to pull you out of a flooded vehicle.
After the river crests, Wireman says the cleanup will be underway.
Once the water goes down, of course, we'll have road crews coming through, opening the roads and making sure all the mud and muck's out of the road.
Although the flooding happens often and many clear their area of campers and appliances before the winter season begins, the cleanup ahead of summer will be a big job. Emergency management officials in Greenup County say if you have had any water or damage to your home, that you want to go ahead and report that. We're going to have that information for you along with this story on WSAZ.com. In Greenup County, Lisa Feinstein, WSAZ.